All right, week 10 journal for mn669. It's over. Yes. I can't wait, to be honest with you. I'm studying for boards and getting ready to, um, to get board certified in work. So, anyway, the journal is: what goals did you set for yourself at the beginning of the semester and did you meet them? My goal was to finish with an A. I usually finish classes with a 95 or above, and so that was my goal, and I'm accomplishing that. And what feelings, prejudice, and bias did you experience during your clinical experience, and how did you manage them? Um, maybe maybe some bias, kind of, sort of. My one of my clinical, well, no, not for this one. This was Johnny. I didn't really experience any feelings of prejudice, bias. But I can talk about another clinical preceptor. She, for therapy, she has like high profile cases that she does therapy for. They're NFL football players that are no longer playing for whatever reason. And so there was this one that was no longer playing due to a knee injury. And now he is an alcoholic living in a basement and doesn't know why his, I think it was like 1.8 million, where it went, $1.8 million went, and the world is out to get him. And I think this one just kind of like, really, you're 28 and made 1.8 million in 3 years ago. Like, you're living in somebody's basement. I think those feelings came up, like, and so, and some of the other students there were like the same way, like it would take us years and years to even come up with 1 million working like crazy hours, and here's this guy complaining because he has a backache, and the NFL just like, he feels like they just used and abused him and kicked him out when he was no longer good. Well, I mean, we were talking like nursing around the floor. You break your back, guess what? You can't work doing that anymore. But then we kind of like, okay, well, let's put ourselves in his mindset and where he's going through. And Discovery had a lot of dad issues, trauma. So I guess it was bias, like you've had all this income and you're complaining, and now we have to switch our mentality. How did you manage your anxiety, self-doubt, and or uncertainty? Putting all those encounters in were tough. I made time and put time on my weekends off of work. I've got kids, so it was kind of hard to take time away from them, but I made it a priority. This was the month to graduate, and I told myself that a couple of weekends this year wasn't going to hurt, and got past it for the better of my family. What understanding or insights did you develop during your clinical experiences? There's so many settings. So Johnny works in a sleep center, and that's my preceptor, and he has a part of his where he works at, where he sees psych patients. Sorry, he went into kind of detail on like codes and what they pay, but what has to be documented, what can be considered fraud, time versus management of that patient. And then as NPs, when we're out looking for jobs, it's best to be paid per like the visit, because you might not have benefits, but you're getting more money per hour. So that was pretty cool. Has reflective practice impacted you as a person, student, or provider? If so, how? Yes, I love doing these videos. I go back and I look at them and I see my expressions and I see where I've learned or where I've, had an aha moment. And it helps me just to express how I feel. So I will continue to use the self-reflection just for therapy for myself. And will you continue to use reflection? Oh, yes, I will. Like I said, I like to hear my voice, my tone. I like to assess my facial features and really see the frustration, the happiness, the doubt when I go back and review my videos. So this is it. Graduation. Thank you for everything that you do. Wish you the best.